Hi, Shauna. I'm not seeing a link to your website here. Maybe you put it in a file inside. Let me open this. Okay, I don't understand why you would bother putting a docx file when you could just paste it into the notes here. So I have to double click this and wait for it to open. So in the future, I mean, you see, this was a waste of energy. Um, you want to make things as easy as possible for the viewer. That is one of the main, um, stressors of graphic design presentation. You make things as easy and seamless for the viewer as possible. Okay, so one of the things I recommended before is that you simplify. You've got this textured background, this bright blue, which was a common color when web design just started. And then you also have a decorative font. And then down here at the bottom, which is kind of hard to see past my screencast, is, not spell grammar checked, address, and it's an image, it's not even live, and it's in a serif font. So like I said before, you got too many things going on here. And again, this is hard to read. You got that busy background. I thought you said you were going to change this. The other thing to keep in mind is you got to go through and copy edit. You've got Trip Art IND. I don't know what that is. Graphic designer. These two things are capitalized, but airbrush artists and tattoo artists are not capitalized. Why is that? Over 5 years if call center, over 2 year of management. What management? If these things are true, then you want to put the name of the company, you want to detail out exactly what it is you did there, the dates you were there. You want to be precise. Participated in edit and draw pictures for SHF volunteer. So what is that? The viewer isn't going to know what SHF is, so you want to spell that out. And again, I made a comment about the resume and portfolio type being too small. So I guess are you watching these videos? I hope that you are, but I'm going to keep talking as if that you are. So I made notes about these in a prior assignment, so take a look at those. Okay, my work comes from a place of vision and inspiration. I'm a hardcore illustrator. What's that mean? I don't know what that means. And its interface is akin to drawing on paper. It was just time to evolve to another medium myself. You want to grammar check that. Graphite what? You want to say graphite pencil, oil and chalk pastel, watercolor, airbrush. Do you want to put in commas there, or is that one big thing? Digital design. Is digital design capitalized? So Adobe Illustrator would be. If you have problems with grammar and spelling, you need to find somebody to help you edit, because that makes a big deal in graphic design and illustration, because sometimes you're the last person to see the copy. All right, so let me just go ahead. So how do I get back to the portfolio? Is there a next button, or do I close this window and go back? Do you find that to be a good user interface experience? How long do you think it'll be before somebody says, "Oh, forget it," because they have to keep going back? I think it's going to be pretty soon. So again, you're supposed to make as much type as possible, just something that people can copy and paste, because it's going to be responsive. It's going to show up on phones and iPads, so it needs to be flexible. And when you put work in an image, it's not flexible. So the only thing you want to make inflexible is an image, and then perhaps your logo. The rest of it should move in any dimension. All right, so again, I think you need to work on that, work on the interface. I'm not sure. So this isn't really an illustration. This is more a piece of fine art. So, okay, so that's part of this design. Okay, well, I want to see the design more. And if you're going to do figure illustration, you want to make sure that you get the anatomy correct. Otherwise, you want to push the cartoon look as much as possible. So what I feel is your strongest work is your package design. I think this is really strong. I like that you have a close-up. However, the design is distracting with this background because when you go to page 2, I don't get to see this design on a white background. It's got this ball stuff in the background. So consider putting this, the fire pit logo itself, on a white background. Also, your leaf behind is really cool. Why don't you put that in your work as well? All right, so these are just my notes. You've got a lot to work on, so get to it. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.